Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Akon. I'm here with Genius. I guess I'm considered the international genius today. And we're gonna see which one of these videos get my cosign. We're actually having the opportunity to have the experience to be on both sides, Senegalese and American. I think it gave me an advantage. Because musically, the culture over there is a lot more vibrant. And what gave me the advantage was the fact that I can merge all those cultures together. Now we're in a streaming world where now it's on-demand, direct-to-consumer. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity now to do every album I ever wanted to do. First single off the Que Lo Que is me and Becky G called Como No. And we just shot the video for it, just released it a couple days ago. Like, this is Latin music, like, you know what I'm saying? So the credit has to be where it was always due. I actually like the lip posing with the Blue Men. It's almost like the Blue Man group with the Blue Woman group. I think the choreography could have been a little more original though. It seemed like that's the same choreographer for every Latin video. She looked like she could have a little move. She just got to get some more courage to create her own steps. She got a great tone though. I love her tone. That was a good choice though to put Ozuna on this record with her, because their tones kind of complement each other. When you allow people from Spain or from outside of what they consider to be Latin America, it only grows the genre. It only makes it bigger. It creates a bigger opportunity. Like, prime example, just imagine if hip hop just stayed in New York. This is very interesting actually, because I was dipping and dabbing into the K-pop world a couple years ago, and I ain't seen this in a minute. The only thing about the K-pop side of it, they're so creative with their videos and their wardrobe and look, but the music has always been sounded kind of dated. They make you want to watch these videos because they're just so creative. And it's so many members, so you got 9 members promoting one song. That's like Wu-Tang. Imagine if they had social media around that time. Wu-Tang would be huge as far as engagement. The biggest challenge they have is the language barrier. When they start getting more current musically and start doing more songs that people can relate to without having to know what you're saying, like Psy, for instance, with Gangnam Style, what made him so popular in America was that he was current. This kid reminded me of Wizkid when I first found him, man. And I love how he's adapting to his age bracket. You can tell he's young. He's surrounded by young. You know what I mean? Like, this whole wave is young. His music is current, the production is amazing, the song is amazing. He's gonna do big. And then he's coming out at the height of where Afrobeat is right now too. He's gonna be a huge artist eventually. Yeah, I kind of compare the Afrobeat market to the Latin market in so many ways. The moment the social media opened up, it made people be able to explore and really get to know what that was. We got over 1 billion people in Africa, but the market was so big already musically, but no one else knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys would go to the O2 stadium in the UK and sell out 4 or 5 nights, and you're like, who are these guys? That was a nice Mercedes-Benz plug. So you know who's paying for this video. Like, this song would work anyway, first of all, because it's just super silly. Kids are gonna fall all over this record. I don't know what the hell he's saying, but I'm already intrigued because he's just, his attitude, like his personality, you can see it all in the video. It reminds me of a hip-hop version of Psy, you know what I'm saying? I think that's an actual great tool. Like, once you become a YouTube personality, and then you branch off into entertainment, whether it be music or album skits or whatever the case may be, I think it's the perfect tool because you already created your audience. Now you just gotta entertain them. This is one of my favorite records actually. Mainly because you would have never expected him. I had a whole nother picture of who this guy was. Like, I saw this just real handsome Latin dude with a nice chain, you know, button down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect that. Then I saw, like, oh shit, that's T-Pain all over again. I think he deserves everything he's getting right now. This is a big record for him. There's no reason a cultural dialect of people should ever experience racism. Like, I don't think racism should ever have even reached Latin America. And that's why I came in naming myself El Negrito. is to create that. Like, bro, like we all the same at the end of the day. We bleed the same red blood. It's a thing that we gotta eventually just slowly grow over, and I think it's gonna be each generation to move forward and not see race as an issue. And I always like videos like from the Middle East and India and places like that. They always have this real eclectic way of expressing his way too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always metaphorical. Yeah, this video is dope. Obviously, MIA is the most original one out there like that, but this ain't that bad of a replica. I can live with it. It's actually very similar. Super, super similar with the cars, you know, the robes and the sound itself. But MIA has been missing for a long, like she's been MIA. We miss it. Like, I don't mind this coming right now. If I can't get MIA, I don't mind this. Every artist, I think, had their own touch to them, but I feel like they all had an influence on what's happening today and was really inspired by what's going on today. The Rosaliana and Ozuna, I think it matches what's happening right now in Latin America. So I think she's playing it extremely safe with that one. Twice, the South Korean group, they're doing what they do in South Korea. I think but the only thing is, I think if they take it to the next level, make the music a lot more current, they can take it a step further. From Nigeria, I think he has a great future. I think Sech is also in a very, very great place right now. He's setting a whole new wave. He has an amazing record that's giant out there. Now with him, his only challenge is to stay consistent. Yeah, so after watching all these international videos, I will probably say that I'm gonna give him my cosign to him. He's the youngest so far out of all of them. His video was probably the most original and probably the most current. And I think he has a big step ahead of him, and I think he's gonna be fine. I would also like to give one to Sech too. I just want to give 2 cosigns. I have to. Sorry. And that boy's out of here, and I gotta, you know, represent for the El Negritos. I never let nothing stop me from being a part of great creativity or great songs. So I think a lot of that kind of helped me in a big way. But from a creative standpoint, I think the culture difference and the knowledge of culture that my, you know, predecessors didn't have, that I was able to experience and be blessed with, kind of gave me the edge of being able to take the music a little bit further. I loved NWA. That was the first group that I heard that I actually said, okay, now I can listen to this. But then on the other side, from New York, the first artist I ever heard that I really liked and felt like that made me like hip hop was Eric B. and Rakim.